Casper.
Yeah. Don't start there. Run now. Peace, family. Peace, family. This. Yeah. This is Jamie from Sankofa, 180 degrees. I just wanted to welcome y'all. We back at y'all once again. This is exclusive. This is an exclusive one, y'all. So you don't want to miss this one. All right. You don't want to miss it. It's exclusive. All right. We got a cold panel here. Hey, so pay attention, family. All right. Now, back to the question, King. Now, my question was to the family that didn't hear the question. The question was the Neteru. Does the Neteru make up the one? Right. And then Eric, your answer was
I believe they do. Because
okay. And then go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
King.
that's it.
Huh?
Yeah, I would say they do. Yeah. The short answer, yes. They represent the one. If there is an actual one.
Okay. If there is an actual one. Okay. So my question is this. Now the second part to the question was who is the one? Now,
Who?
but now hold on, because now we know that Amen is the hidden one. So we know that he's unseen. We don't right. So now that's part of his nature. So now to the question now, who is the one?
Who is the one? The one I would maybe the one is all the letters combined.
And what does that mean?
I'm saying all the natures saying I'm saying all the natures. I'm talking about Haru, Asar, Aset, Set,
Because
Neptus.
here's the thing too, man. Some of these things you're talking about are celestial bodies that were named for a reason. Even when you talk about, what I mean, so yeah, yes, yeah. When we're talking about letters, we're talking about the earth, the sky
Yeah,
above.
explain it, King. That's what
Well,
we trying to do. We say explain it.
That's it. So I'll tell you what. Let me give you something here, man. Let me give you something right here.
Give us something. We need that.
Can I ask a question, Eric? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
The research that you researching, like the natural and all that, like my research, like however y'all feel I do it, however y'all feel I'm about my research. But what I believe in it. I believe in what I research. I believe in what I go and search for. All that spaced out stuff I bring to the table, I believe in it.
See, here's the difference, King. This is what we
Let
do. But see,
me
this is
ask a
what we do
question.
though. Hold on.
But you're not hearing me. You're not. I'm asking
hold
him a
on.
question. Let me ask you a question.
All
Do
right.
you believe? Eric? This is for Eric. Do you believe in what you are researching about the nature rules and all of that spiritual stuff? Like it's deep to me, but you'll say celestial, that's spiritual. I want to know your definition on celestial, but I really just want to know: do you truly believe in what you are speaking on? Because that's deep, man. And if you're gonna have followers who hear you and believe in what you're saying, man, I believe like it should be like I just want to know, do you believe in that? Because you kind of hesitated on asking the question on who that God is. And I know I always use the word God.
He's going to get his
first, yeah. Then we didn't say nothing about no
But
God.
I asked him a question. Damn, you can't answer the question.
Let me speak for me once and foremost. It ain't about a belief; it's about an understanding. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, then say that you understand. But when I say celestial, that means what we call the heavenly bodies, the stars, the constellations in the sky. That's what I'm talking about. So try to explain it in a way that everyone will understand, so I can because you got a broad audience, that's maybe why I'm pausing, because in a certain circle, if we just sitting around, then everyone will know what we're talking about, or the majority of us. But
Right.
thinking that we all have, there's other people listening, just trying to be clear enough so someone could take what I'm saying, research it themselves, look those words up, and then, it'll be clear. But what I can also do is read you something that'll make it clear too for everyone who might be listening. But as far as belief, no, if belief and understanding is a little bit different for me. So y'all understand why certain things are done. So belief is like believing in Santa Claus or believing in something's gonna happen. But I kind of understand how, and learning more about how the universe works. So if I just said the universe is the one God that they're talking about, the great one, then would people understand? If I said that to you, do you understand what I mean when I say the universe?
Yes, sir. I totally get what you're saying.
What do you understand about that word when I say universe? Universe.
Well, to me, my perspective of it is everything, like the whole universe. Like that's.
You can't put the definition, the word, and the definition. What do you define universe as?
Man, it's just a cluster of unknown things to me, man. Unknown things that I can't even give you a definition of it. Okay, my definition of a universe is just the fact it's just a bunch of it's a lot of stars and planets and a whole lot of things that I couldn't say I even understand.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's what I'm trying to do. I would try to put it in a way that it helps people to be, to get some understanding, so it will lead them into looking and searching more. That's all. But what I can do is read from some text if you like.
Yes, sir.
To kind of get a better understanding. But if everyone kind of understands what I've said so far, then there'll be no need.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that don't understand. I'm one of them. Okay. I'm trying to see what's up.
So for those who studied the sky, those who looked up to study, it says the universe is viewed as the omnipotent expression of one great supreme being, which manifested itself within all of the functions and principles that govern the universe and maintain balance and harmony. These facets of the one supreme God were referred to collectively as Neteru and individually as Nevins. Shall I go on?
Hey, you cleared it up for me. You cleared it up for me. Now I can understand what you're saying. For the ones who didn't get that, I totally understand what you're saying now. So that's what the Neters and the Neterus are. I get it now. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Go ahead and read some more though, please.
So that's it.
Okay, yeah. So can you send me that, Eric? Can you send me that, what you just read?
That's in one of my books.
Yeah, just take a picture and send it sometime, anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I wasn't trying to come at you any type of way, Eric. I respect you. I think you're a very intelligent man. I just didn't understand, and a lot of people maybe watching don't understand about the Neters and the Neteru, that whole spectrum. So that's all I'm saying.
I hope I cleared it up.
And I wanted to know what your belief was, and that's
I don't have a belief. I don't have a belief. I'm beyond beliefs. I don't have no beliefs.
So that's where I'm trying to. And look, I think I'm out there. So you seem to be out there,
I don't know
but you gotta understand, King, is this, man. As far as belief, see, this is where people don't really understand, man. Like
you gotta have a book. You gotta understand the words that you're saying. So when you speak these words, people understand what what message you're trying to convey. What does the word belief mean? You gotta have it. That's what I say.
Right. So right. Is so like belief to me is proof. Belief without proof. It's like right. I mean that's I mean belief is like indecisive. I mean you don't know. You're not for sure. It's just your personal thing, right?
Okay.
So this is why I say you can't never argue belief. But here's the thing. See, once you know, you don't have to believe no more, King. Right? So
once you understand,
or understand,
know,
understand, know,
you know
same
all.
Yeah,
thing. You understand
but
it, you know it, right? So once you know, you don't have to believe no more, King. And so this is what we're doing here. We trying to get people to know instead of believe. So now so like I said, belief is being indecisive. You're not sure. You just believe it.
that's not what the definition states. It states an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. His
Right.
belief
Yeah,
in
the
the value of
acceptance.
hard work.
The
Right.
acceptance. The acceptance,
Also,
King.
number 2, trust.
Hold on, you broke up. Trust what? You broke up. Froze. Yeah, you froze.
A belief, an alleged fact without knowledge.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's like it's all
But that
right.
would that not be considered every man?
Hold on.
That
Hey, but just go back and read what it said. I mean, and that's right. That's completely right. Right? You accepting it. You accepting it. You don't know. You just accepting it because you don't know. Right? So that's what that is, man. So I try to stay away from that. Right?
okay.
I try to stay away from that, man, as much as possible. I mean, everybody got a little bit of belief. You believe, until you know. And, you believe until you know, man. Right? Because like we were supposed to hook up today and connect tonight, right? And I believe that it was gonna happen. Now that we here, now I ain't got to believe no more. Now I know what's happening, right? So
So what is that? So what is that? If y'all don't want to put a word to it or say belief or whatever, what is it? It's like you know what?
It's called research. It's
You
called
know what?
research.
And you keep saying that, bro. It's like really, like I'm dead ass. Like stop for a second, pause. All right, I'm not mentally losing my freaking mind here. I understand what you're saying. So my spirituality, let's say that then. What is your spirituality, Jay? What is the spirituality that it's like, how's a person supposed to talk to you netures and netter rules? Shit, if they don't use words, how the hell am I supposed to even have a conversation with you and explain anything? And the words that I'm saying in my mouth, you reject them on some type of acceptance. And that's with everything we're talking about. Anything that comes out of our mouth, someone is going to hear it and either believe it or accept it, however you want to call it. So what is the belief or acceptance or spirituality or natural rule to y'all? Listen, my spirituality is I will pass. And in my world, I will pass. My heart will be judged in some how did he say it? Spiritual. How did you say it, Eric? What was the word you used when they appear in that sense?
Are you talking about celestial?
Celestial, yes. When I pass, it'll be some type of celestial thing happen to where I'll be judged on how I lived, how I went good, bad, whatever. And then somehow or another, hey, I just returned to this some bitch at a different time, point, whatever. I won't remember. Be a great conversation. All this we went through. Yeah, could have been here a million times before. That's my belief. That's my spirituality. That's my acceptance. However you want to call it. So Eric, when I say that, you research a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're running from, and don't feel I'm disrespecting you, and I please don't think I am, but you won't give me a solid answer to what
You just said you don't understand the words I'm speaking, so as no more solid I can be. If it means that you yourself have to like learn the language, because again, if you go to a foreign country, brother, and you want to live in China, I think your best bet is to learn as much as you can about the Chinese culture if that's where you're going to be and that's what you want to know. I don't know what you want me to do other than, only thing I can do is give you the information and tell you where to find information relating to what I'm speaking about, and you can do your own research. That's it. That's all we all can do. So if you don't have a book in front of you, I ain't gonna play that game, man. You got to get some books. You got to have some books in front of you. You got to have some books in your library. So, and I've given you several authors, several books to start from. And if you don't have any of them, no, this will go back and forth forever. I don't do that. No way. Get you something in front of you.
Let Gerald jump in and then get back to that conversation.
I got you.
if necessary.
I got
Gerald, because when I see Gerald spinning in that chair, he got something to say.
you. Man,
I'm not understanding what you don't understand, Brother Prince.
I don't understand if I was to be listen, I know maybe I'm in the wrong group. I feel like at this point
He
now,
just asked you a question. What don't you understand? Because this is what happens. All right. Feel me for a minute. This is what happens. I don't give a damn who it is. Our pride gets in the way because we have that belief system. We want to be able to flow with the flow, and we're in an awakening, right? We remembering, right? But we so stuck on what we think we know, what we've been going on, and then it's an insult, right? So we got to tighten our draws up and incite that interest, and then we get more interested in by doing what Eric is talking about. We study more about what we're in the forum of, right? So we get those books, we just listen, and then we can ask questions, shit like that still too. But we're dealing with pride and ego, right? And a sense of belonging, right? And so your ass belong here. Now you just have to have some more discipline for yourself to not get frustrated and not stay frustrated, but just back down and just hear some more stuff and then answer a question. Push that frustration to the side some. Answer that question that Gerald just asked you, because you're still involved. If you're going off course by saying maybe I don't belong, well, maybe your ass don't, right? But as long as your ass here, you belong, right?
Well, he asked a question. He asked a question. What is your spirituality? He asked that question. He said, "What is your spirituality?" He asked us all, "What is our spirituality?" So he's asking a question that he needs an answer to. So let's answer that, man. What is your spirituality?
So I like the culture of the Nile Valley, man. I like that tradition that they practiced prior to the invasion of the indoctrination of the biblical terms and stuff like that. So I'm interested in that spiritual aspect of what they did back then. That's a short answer. That's a short answer.
Already.
Okay.
So that's how you
Hold on. Just hold that thought for a second. Gerald,
Write it down if you need to.
Yeah, wait, hold that thought for a second, and then you can get right back to him, right? But
It's
Gerald,
important.
what's
It's important, Prince. Write it down if you need to, because it's in a few other sessions you get all flossy, man, and then you forget you don't forget your question. You just get frustrated. So there again, then you got to go backtrack. And I'm saying if you just write that question down that you have, then it's right there in front of you, right?
right? Because I know you want to ask Unc that question, but just hear Gerald out now. Gerald, what's your spirituality?
The name probably would be called the Shatu Netor. But it's dealing with the spirituality of the people from the Nile Valley.
Can you spell that?
SEHSHETAUTNETER.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
See how easy that is, Prince?
No, yeah. Was you done, King?
It's just giving a short answer. The spiritual traditions of our people from the Nile Valley in Kemet.
Okay. And Eric, what's your spirituality, Eric?
You're all right. I don't. All right. What do I study? You asked me, what do I study? I study the Nile Valley, contribution to civilization from the Nile Valley. But I also study Africa as a whole too. But spirit, again, when I think of spirit, I think of worshiping elders. I think of closing my eyes and seeing the spirit of those who've come before me, my grandparents, and being able to utilize what they've taught me through my memory of their spirit, what they've taught me, and I can be able to navigate through life with those lessons because those lessons didn't go anywhere because I can still see them say them to me. And so I think that's what spirit is, being able to, the animated vision of that humans have, and they say that people seem to think that animals have them too, but it's like something within your mind that allows you to see things of your past and reconnect with your past to help you for your future. So when we look at the word, again, studying etymology a lot helps to break down words and understand the origin of those words. Spirit means breath.
Right.
Comes from breath. So when we talk about what's my spirituality, is what's my, so it's like asking me, how do I breathe? When you get what I'm saying? So you
Exactly.
get what I'm saying? No. When you when you say spirit is a way to breathe, to live. And so so when you ask me that, I have to pause and I try to give an answer that you'd understand. But here's the thing, I can't play with it because spirit again is breath. So you ask me what's my spirituality, breathing. So we all are breathing, but what are we breathing in? Would you understand how to breathe? Because breathing is important. But anyway, so my spirituality, if, as far as studying, is studying the continent of Africa.
Okay.
So
Okay.
spirit, so just
so
real quick, Jamie. So spirit is the breath, and spirituality is the act of breathing.
Okay, because it's right here. It's Latin. The spiritus comes from the word Latin, a breathing, a respiration. Respiration. What's that word? You get this word spirit within that word. And of the wind, breath, breath of God. Hence, inspiration, breath of life. Hence, life. Also, disposition, character, high spirit, vigor, courage, pride, arrogance related to spirare, to breathe. Perhaps, but so again, if we trying to find out what that word, what you want to know about the word, we got to figure out what the word means in order to understand it and then explain it. Know what the word means, and then you can kind of go from there. So that was the that's from my etymology dictionary, but you know you can download them on your smartphone.
okay.
Etymology dictionary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
yeah.
etymology. Yeah,
Now,
and you know what? They only about $7, man. Actually, I just ordered one. They only about a pocket. I ordered a pocket one, I think, on Amazon. Something I can just go and toss down in my backpack and carry around with me.
right,
I'm
Because
gonna
it's
get that,
important.
man.
It's important.
right.
It's
Okay,
important to know words that you speak. So
right.
when someone else
We're
speaks
gonna
other
we're
words,
gonna
you
dig into
understand.
it a little deeper, Eric, later.
Okay,
When we bring it specifically back to Kimmy.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
Oh,
So make sure we save time for that right there. All right.
yeah. All right. So listen, mine. Okay. So my spirituality. Okay. So I'm gonna hit you on two folds, man. Like so my spirituality on say like if I was going to do it in a religious or biblical sense is that I'm God, okay? All right? And that all the natures, right, equal out to be me and right and you and right that I mean that's just how I'm looking at it, right?
Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So now on the other level, spirituality would be the acknowledgement of my ancestors, right? Right. See, look at that library right there, man. Look at that. That's a library for you right there too. I like that. Hey, but right. So my the ones that came before me would be another part of my spirituality, right? Studying and walking with the ones that came before me, right? Okay, so and then my other part, my last part, excuse me, is the study of the Nile Valley culture. All right. So hey Gerald, so let's go back to that, Gerald.
Okay. Which one we want to deal with?
To the Nile Valley. You talking about the Nile Valley? You say
Yeah, Kemet. He want to go
Kemet.
back to Kemet.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go
to
back.
what Eric was talking about, dealing
Right.
with the spirit.
Yes, sir.
Again, let's go in a little deep. And I don't want to just jump over Prince head, but roll with us, Prince. You with me?
Yeah, he gonna roll.
Prince, answer the question.
He can roll.
Knowledge itself. The whole concept when you're dealing with spirituality or any type of thing dealing with Kemet, it was know thyself, knowledge yourself. So who were you? As we said earlier, Jamie said when he concept with his knowledge of self, he said he God. Shit, he it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was asked earlier about what they concept of the nether rule. They all come from the one. And he talked about the all encompassing everything that we know, you know, celestial everything, you know. And the next question was to him, what was his basically connection to that? But as far as knowledge yourself, when you deal with that spirit, and as Jamie was talking about, when you deal with etymology, it means breath. And I'm going to be very basic on this. When they dealt with in Kemet, the highest level of yourself, they broke it down to two things. You'll hear them talking about the ba and the ka.
That's right. Yeah, the soul and the spirit.
That ka was the spirit, but then you had something that was before that, which was the soul. The soul is prior to all that. When Jamie, when you saying you connecting to God at the beginning, and the other day when I was telling you that the primordial beings is prior to the birth of God, right?
Right.
And if you connect to the waters of noon and to all that, that's the beginning. I always go back to the beginning and claim I am part of that. That's the only thing. Whatever's at the beginning is what they say is eternal. Anything else would you hear talking about some creation? I don't give a goddamn if it's letters, then it ain't eternal. Because whatever created gonna die. It might have a cycle of coming back, but you connect to what's eternal. The only thing is eternal is what is in the beginning. That's when I can cloud for, I'm prior to the God. Depending on how you put that myth and trying to get an understanding of a certain aspect or whatever you're trying to deal with, always connect. And again, it's not going to be physical. That's the highest level of knowledge yourself. Never connect to the physical body. This physical body got a beginning and an end. You with me? I got a birth date. And when I got that birth date, usually what they say, you get slapped on the butt, right?
Right.
And you get that breath. That go that car. And that's when you can have your spirituality only when you get that breath. And when you so-called die on the physical level, your breath leaves. But that's not the only you. It's a you prior to that. That's why we say it's an afterlife. So that time when your birthday and your death don't just connect to that. It's you prior to that. It's another part of you that you're trying to connect to, or that you better know, or you're gonna have some problems upon your death. Yeah. But I'm singling out the difference between the ba and the ka. The ka was thought to be understood. It was animated while you was here on your time on earth. And it connected back to the ba. And again, they will play with the ba with a certain symbol. They will show a bird. And they'll put a human face on that bird. Like it can fly away from that body.
Yeah.
It can leave the body and come back into the body. But they always put a face on a bird when they were symbolizing the body. The soul. And if you ever look at any of that, just in the history, if y'all do y'all research, you're going to always see it's going to be a black person. And understanding that this is some eternal, this wasn't no kind of white people shit, or no crazy shit like that. But it was that connection with the knowledge of self, who you were. As you said earlier, Prince, you said, I just believe that at the end, I'm going to have my heart weighed. You with me? Everybody believe at the end is gonna be a judgment. The Christians believe it's gonna be somebody gonna send their ass to hell. Also the Arabs, also the Jews. You with me? They get that concept from what you was talking about, the way it's original concept that came from us. That's when you get knowledge of self, to where you can say, first, I believed a certain thing. And then I research it and I find out, okay, this comes from somewhere else. As Eric say, let me get an understanding of it now. I don't have to believe. What's this understanding? What is getting weighed at the end of days? Is that they call the judgment scene or the end times. This was a comedic thing from our ancestors from the Nile Valley. But you could also look at it as a daily thing that you did. You weighed your soul on a daily basis. You didn't wait to no end times.
That's right. Every morning and every night.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you was a myotic, you was a guard every day. You made sure that
That's
you
right.
didn't try to wait till your death and write this shit down and say I did it. No, that you was being fake. You
So
know,
my
just like
question, so my second question on that, on what you just said, and I really appreciate you saying it to a point where I could understand what you're talking about. You can definitely feel me where I'm coming from on my spirituality side. That's what I'm about. I'm about trying to get an understanding to get to that by, like you stated. You know what I'm saying? To get an understanding of who I am totally. That's where I'm at in the point of my life. I'm at a point where I'm caught in the middle of just trying to get to that point of knowing that there is a before me. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm a research something, it's just going to be on that form of me wanting to get closer to that bar. Like you say, again, you have the soul. I mean, the spirit, the man that I am here, that, like you said, is going to die, and then that breath is going to come out, and then this thing happens that's before me. So that is what I'm trying to understand. Like, y'all
stop.
know, so,
You come from a Christian concept, right? You
I
come from a
do.
Christian background. We all
I do.
mostly do.
Yeah, I do.
So if we all can just go back to that basic level, we understood it from a Christian level. And at the end, we're going to all die. No ifs,
Right.
ands, or buts about it. We're going to die.
Right.
But if you're a Christian or a Muslim or something, they're going to say at that end time, it's going to be a judgment day.
Uh-huh.
We're already dead, but something is going to be judged. And whatever the judgment from it is going to be an eternal judgment. You will be in heaven or in hell for eternity, right?
Right.
Do y'all understand what eternity means then?
Yeah.
Explain it. Go to the explain.
It's outside of space and time. If something is eternal, you can't put a time limit on it. It's outside of whatever we think time is. That makes sense?
Makes a lot of
Eternal.
sense.
That's what we say. The creator is eternal, has no birth date, has no birth in. We don't know. When you declaring who you really are, that's how old you are. I'm just trying to tell you. So when they saying this is going to get judged and then it's going to be for eternity.
Can I say something? Can I say something just real quick?
You
No,
have
go
to
ahead.
have something within you that's eternal then. They say your soul is the one that's going to get judged, right? So they're telling you that your soul is eternal. What else is eternal that you know?
Energy.
God, or whatever. The only other thing that's eternal that we know is this damn God that they even telling you about. That makes sense?
Eric said energy.
Okay. You can call the creator energy, or you can call the creator consciousness. It's your understanding on it.
But it is
Energy can never be created or destroyed.
but it is called something. Am I correct, Gerald? It is
What?
something that like you said, the creator.
If you want to go metaphysical, yeah, it's what you if you want a metaphysical, yeah, it's you can go that way.
Oh, so now that's so what he's saying is metaphysical. That's what he's giving me the definition and what he's speaking on in the metaphysical form. He's speaking to me. That's what he's.
Well, again, when I'm talking on this higher level, when I say God or this consciousness, that's you too. It's not outside of you. You just don't know it. You just don't understand it, but it's you. It's not something above you. You are it. You are the consciousness. It's broken up. Think of the source. I always think of the source. You'll see metaphors, people using the source as the ocean, right?
Right.
And then they'll say, think of yourself as a droplet of this ocean, but you still the same ocean, right?
Right.
You think you're separate from it when it all keeps going back to the same source. Okay? When somebody says that energy cannot be created or destroyed, whenever you're getting on something that cannot be created or destroyed, consciousness, they will say, that cannot be created or destroyed. These are aspects of yourself. Don't think of yourself as just a physical body. You're not just this physical body, Prince. That's not you. Remember when I was saying earlier that your breath, you got slapped on the butt before your breath? You were still in your mama before you was breathing. For 9 months. You could dream at that time. Before you ever was goddamn born, you was dreaming. Okay? It's something already within you. Just like we say at the beginning, even though we say that the gods were prior to the gods, before they were born, it was always just in a unpotential state. It always had the potential to be. We always have the potential to know. We always have the potential to become. Okay? That's what we're doing right now. The remembering of ourselves, the coming to talk about who we are. And on the highest level, we're always going to connect ourselves to, like I say, either the one, the all, the creator, this consciousness, this energy, this force. And we understand from that, on a physical level, it's just a certain way you're supposed to act. It's a certain way you're supposed to behave. It's a certain way you're supposed to do once you know. If you break that contract by knowing and then not acting, then you're being false. You're not being true to self.
So what you research, do you follow those beliefs and those ways of the people that you're researching, or the way, you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you follow that way?
It's a knowledge. I have knowledge of self. By me having knowledge of self, I understand what and why they were doing, but I already have that. I know that I have a mantra. I and the creator are one. I and the all are one. Anything that's coming at me is really on a physical level. It really can't really harm who I truly am. And it's just for me, I gave myself everything that I need to try to figure this shit out.
So what are your thoughts on when it is your time for your breath to leave your physical? What are you?
I have to make sure that's in my heart.
Hold on, one second. Before you go get to that one. Hey, go ahead, man. He been waiting. Go ahead,
Yeah, and it's all good, man. You know, I just put it up just for, to show Prince of etiquette.
No, go ahead, King.
No, Prince, don't take that wrong, man. We all learning, man. And And this is, we commiserating back and forth, right? So that this is good. This is good. So I just wanted to make 2 points. Eric highly specified, get some damn books, right? The other point is, as Gerald said, I'm prior to God. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Now that's tough. But hey, we're gonna remember that. Go ahead, Prince. What was the question?
Just on his does he follow that way of life, that type of way of does he have that? All of y'all have that. I mean, I have a certain way that I try to live life, and you know what I mean? So, but that's on what my belief system is. I can't change up my words, so I'm gonna just stick the way I am, who I am. But
The teaching.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? So prior to a few sessions back, Prince pointed out, are you following the people that wrote the books? And correct me if I'm wrong, Prince. Are we following the people that wrote the books? And what I'm hearing from the panel and what I've learned is I'm getting instruction to follow, to tap into the
ancestral ways. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Already. That's all. That's what I want to know. That's the depth of it. You answer my question.
Which leads me to I'm God.
Okay, from the studies, right? So I think the thing was asked about Netta. How we define Netta was a divine being. Okay. When I say, if I'm saying I'm God, we would say we were divine beings.
Correct. I'm right
Okay.
there.
Just like human beings, just like we are now, human beings. We're still beings.
We were divine beings. The word divine is going to connect you to creation, to the creator. If you look up the word divine, it's going to always connect you to the creator.
What is the etymology of divine, Eric?
One moment. Started around late 14th century, pertaining to, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Pertaining to, of the nature of, or proceeding from God, or a God addressed to God. A God addressed to God.
Okay.
From Latin, divinus, of a God. From divus, of or belonging to a God. Inspired, prophetic, related to deus, God, deity. To shine in derivatives, sky, heaven, God. Yeah, so that's around the 14th. Weakened sense of excellence in the highest degree, heavenly, had evolved by late 15th century. The phrase divine right indicating one conferred by or based on ordinance of God. So they start telling you had the divine right to come and take your land and make you a slave. They said God gave it to you. God, good Lord gave it to him. But that's the etymology of the word. That's it. Good Lord, good Lord. Yeah,
if you go to from God, and if you understand what the netters are of or from what they call the creator, or aspects of the creator, we would also describe ourselves as divine beings of or from or one with the creator.
Exactly.
That was something that was not blasphemous, as later religious people will say. No, there's only one God. In the Christian thing, they said only Jesus was of God. He's the only thing of the same substance. When they get into that Nicene Creed, same substance, same one with the creator. That makes him one with God. They'll tell you he was out, when people were rejecting, they were saying, well, was he born or not? If y'all tell me he was born, then he wasn't with the God, because God ain't born. They play with that their terms, whether someone was born or not, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So by us saying we were divine beings, we are one with the Creator. It's a certain way that we had to act, Prince. By having knowledge of self, you behave as a divine being. You know, it was just that simple. Not by knowing it, you had to be it.
So Gerald, add that part in with what you just said about the Declaration of the 42, right? When you said they wasn't saying it if they wasn't doing it. So just explain that part one more again.
Well, when you got the declarations of Mayat, you're him being put with that weighing of the soul, which everybody say. If you look at the weighing of the soul, it's showing you that Asah is going to be this judge at the end. But you got to pass through these 42 declarations of innocence to even get to that part. And your heart is weighed to be, if it's lighter than a feather, if your heart is lighter than a feather, you get in. Okay. So these declarations, I have not did this, I have not did that, I have not. That's talking about your divinely behavior. You didn't wait to the end times to do it. You did it on a daily basis. Kemet was built upon meiotic principles. Even the understanding of that in the Nile Valley. And Kemet was not the only part of the Nile Valley. It was just only one section. But if you did not want to follow those principles, you had to go somewhere else. They didn't make you do it. You wanted to. This was how we living. You know, so I have not killed. I have not committed adultery against my brother or my sister. I have not did this. I have not did that. Which later you always hear them saying the 10 Commandments was taken from these, and from their version, God is finally coming to tell them not to do these things. When we were doing it, we knew not to do this because we knew this was how to run a civilization. It was a part of our nature, a part of the nectars.
Right, and you also said that when you're doing the declaration of the I have not, if you have done it, you don't say that you have not, but you got tomorrow to correct that.
Right, don't lie. Again, you better not. Again, if it's 42 of them, and during that day, you might lose your temper, or you might, let your lower self get to you.
Mute your mic, Eric.
You don't say that one. At that time, you don't say I have not, because you know you have done it. Not even saying you have not done it, you a goddamn lie. That's falsehood. We don't do that. But the next day you have a chance to correct it and hope. It's just like when people go to church, right? Every week, and they might sin, and they come back the next week, and I've sinned again, but they don't try to correct it. It's got to be to where it ain't no goddamn show to go up to church every week to say what you done did. You should be correcting those things where you don't have to do them. Then once you get to that level where you don't do them, ain't no need to go to church no more. You graduated.
Right.
You know not to do it. It ain't a graduation level in the religious type of thing. But this is the difference between a spiritual, understanding who you are and understanding why you are doing those things. You have a soul, Prince. You are a divine being, Prince. Even those challenges that we came, that's coming at you today, it's for you to figure out. The Creator gave you everything to figure it out. And it's going to be some shit that come to you, And you're gonna be able to make a decision. You know, this is what I need to do. This is what I don't need to do. You know, this is how these things work. This is what life is. It's like your shit is like on the movie, some movie shit, man. And you playing a character on the movie. And people can look at you and look at your character and say, boo, that motherfucker that gonna do some bullshit shit to his homeboy or something. Boo, he fronting right now. You know, they looking at it like a character. And if you understand that, you want to always show your best character at all times to people who looking and think of yourself as the creator looking. No, you ain't full of shit. That's who you can't fool. You can't fool yourself. That's who's gonna judge you at the end, yourself. Your divine self. Well, you could never fool. You might can fool some people around here with the bullshit. Then, as you get knowledge yourself and know who you are, all that shit petty anyway. As divine beings, we shouldn't be doing that petty ass shit. It holds us back. You know?
Eric, you got something to say on that?
No, man, you said it all. Shit.
Yeah.
He covered all the damn bases.
Jamie, you got something to say on that?
No, he hitting it.
Yeah,
Go ahead. He hitting it all.
Prince?
Good.
And then, Prince, you can get back, man. You can always get back and say, you know what? Y'all talking shit. Y'all talking shit, man. Clear me up, right? You know? And so, you know, it's about progression too, man, you know, and staying connected, you know, and feeling a part of, man. We love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of course you belong, man. You know, don't make me come up the steamboat, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, you welcome that though. We both welcome that.
Definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. Say, Gerald, man, I really appreciate you breaking that down like that, man. Like really actually taking the time and like, you know, breaking it down to me. That was deep, man. That was deep.
And it's, each one teach one, man. Sometimes what happens is we don't know what we believe until we challenge. You know, and it's being able to express and explain, how do I know even what I believe? You know, and when we can't do that, it can become, at that point, you realize, damn, I can't explain what it is that I believe. And it becomes frustrating. At that time, it's an humbling experience. I've been through that shit many times. You know, humble the shit out your ass when somebody check you like that. You get I used to call it the Daffy Duck shit. Blah, 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 blah. That shit is embarrassing. And they're like, see this here, right? Shit, it'll make you say, okay, I don't know. But next time I catch up with you, I'm gonna know.
Yeah, and that's why I interjected about the pride and the ego and the frustration and the insults and stuff like that. We all go through it, man. That's part, and I feel good there. I feel good there, man, because you know, I know I'm coming at it. Just like you keep coming at it, man. You know, so you know, big ups to you on that, bro. It's supposed to be a hug.
That word I use, Shetal Netter.
Yeah.
It's
Shetal
the
Netter.
hidden mysteries.
You said Shetal Netter?
Shetal Netter. Netter is divine, or, you know, they translate it to God, but it's the hidden meanings of your divine self. You, by studying this, you're revealing your hidden true self. It's a mystery. Yeah. So that's what, when that information, or we will get access to that type of information, and it wakens our soul, as we was talking about earlier, animates our car, makes us animated, makes us want to go on that journey, delve into these things as we've been doing tonight, coming amongst each other to build. Either we're gonna be building or we're gonna be destroying. Sometimes you got to destroy the lies. But most time, you know, you're just trying to build on your future, build on the foundations that you have. You know, and that's why it's always was done amongst a bunch of people, because it would be like, okay, Gerald finna go in. After Gerald get off, Unc finna hit it up for a little bit. After Unc hit it off, Eric finna jump in. After Eric jump in, Prince finna come in. After Prince hit it off, Jamie. Then Gerald come back. We'll just keep building on top of each other from the knowledge that we have ourselves. And for whatever knowledge that the person have, it's gonna inspire the other ones to get their game up.
Yeah.
Automatically. You're gonna bring your brothers up. You can't, it don't happen. I was brought up by other brothers that was on their game or that I studied. That's just, it's about it. If you're around it and you put in the work, the hidden work is gonna come out. So right now we talking. It makes sense. We coming on this forum and we discussing, but it's some hidden work that when we're not on the forum, that we will be able to tell who doing the hidden work. Because when they come back, they're gonna be a little sharper each and every time. Yeah.
Hey, you know, the one thing that really stood out to me in the Bible is in the Proverbs, and it said, "In all you're getting, get understanding." It didn't say get belief. It didn't say get faith. It said get understanding, and that goes right back to what Eric was talking about. Get them damn books, and he talking about Gerald talking about is, you know, I'm prior to that God concept, right? I'm prior to that, you know, part of eternity, right? And then so forth. So, and then Jamie just opened it up with the question, man. You just be busting guts with your stuff, man. I really appreciate it.
I say this much on when y'all keep busting at them book things. Some of the books y'all be having, I don't be feeling that shit. Like that one book I read and listened to. I wasn't feeling that, dude. It wasn't like cool to me. It wasn't.
You talking about Chancellor Williams?
Yes, I am talking about him.
Yeah, but you learned something though. You learned something.
I learned.
Yeah.
I read a whole bunch of shit, bro. A whole bunch
you
of
can
shit,
so you can have a conversation about it. But see, right. Hey, but listen, here's a question, man.
You didn't read that either. You listened to an audio stuff.
I did read that. Thank you very much.
Okay,
excuse me.
Good.
I did read that book.
Cool.
First I read the book. I mean, listened to it, and then I read the book because I knew y'all was gonna come at me, and we still ain't had no discussion on Mr. Chancellor Williams. Are y'all trying to read a book? I read the motherfucking book. Hello. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, okay. Listen. Here. Now, I want to ask y'all. I want to ask everybody. I want to ask everybody. Just a question. On right, what do y'all think about this right here?
Read it. I can't. My eyes.
Okay.
Blurred, man.
It says, and unto the angel of the church of the
Laodiceans.
Yeah, them. Right. They write, these things saith the Amen. Now, listen to what it said. These things saith the Amen. This is what Amen is saying. This is what they're saying, right? Now, I mean, follow me. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. These things is what they're saying is, this is what Amen said. And then they're describing who he is, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. So they saying that Amen witness the beginning of the creation of God. What is it? Right? Am I right or wrong, man? I mean, it's right here.
So the one thing I want to say first is what I think is, you know, they switch game with Amen, and it's Amun. So I just want to throw that in.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing, man, with this language right here, right? They didn't
right.
have no vowels, right? So you could use you could use AM AN, you can use AMIN, you can use AMUN, you can interchange them. They're interchangeable.
Just one quick second, Jamie. Carrie
Okay.
want to give Prince a message.
Okay.
Hey, Prince.
Hey, Miss Jamie.
No, that's
It ain't Miss Jamie, that's
I
Carrie.
mean, I'm sorry,
That's Carrie.
Craig.
That's because you was cussing at me.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I'm praying to the ancestors for you to watch over you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you have a good night.
You too. These guys are hard on me.
You hear what she said? She said we love you. That's why.
Yeah, some stepbrother love and shit, except Gerald.
Some stepdaddy love.
Hey, listen, man. But what y'all think about this, man? Now, tell me if
I don't
I'm
know
wrong
how
about
somebody
this.
how somebody witnessed the creation of God. That's where I'm tripping at. So you say
Wow.
somebody witnessed it. So who was the person that witnessed it? Like who is he?
It says amen.
Well, that's deep. Who was
Hey,
I
Gerald, what you think about that, King? I mean, I just threw that out there, man. What you think about that? You see it?
Yeah, that's a hard for them to get out of.
I mean, I mean, it says, and unto the angel of the church of the
Laodiceans.
Laodiceans. Okay, I got it. Okay, so, and unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans, write, these things saith the Amen. Now they're saying the Amen. That's the hidden one. Am I right? Am I right so far, Gerald? Yeah. The faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. Hey, that's deep, King. That's deep, King. That's think about that for a second, King. That's Revelations 3:14, King James Version.
What you say
Revelations.
about that, Eric?
This the church.
Like you said, you can't hide them. They can't hide it. They knew where their knowledge. They knew where their knowledge base was coming from. They basically said the Africans brought God to humanity. In short, the
Pretty
concept
much.
of God. See,
Pretty much.
and see, because man created the concept of God. God didn't create man. Man needed the concept of God. That man created that concept, and that's people got to understand that. That's a belief system, a concept, belief based on man's thinking. It
That's
came out
right.
of his being. Man and women, men and
That's
women.
right.
So all this paying homage to the Africans who brought it to humanity. That's all he's saying. And letting you know it. But if you didn't know that, you understand. You don't understand the language, you probably didn't miss. That's all it was saying. Make sure.
Hold on, man. That's what happened, man. I don't know what
Follow
happened.
that. Swat,
There we
get a
go.
drink of water, Prince. Get a drink of water.
Hell no, bro. He make a nigga when way Eric be coming out his old motherfucking ass be coming out his mouth. He be all on yeah, this how it is. Yeah. Nobody wanna hear that shit. Why you gotta come at it like that? Why you gotta
Weird
come
ass.
talk like that, bro? Why you gotta be all if nobody knew, that's just hey, read a book, nigga. I mean, why don't you just say nigga, read a book, nigga? I mean, damn, you can't explain it in a nicer way so a person who
Hell no, man. You get it
Hell
straight.
no.
Man.
Because
look,
you understood it, didn't
you
you?
got viewers,
hold on.
you got
He already-
viewers, but I would have walked away, is what I'm saying to my man. I would have walked away.
You understood
devil.
everything he said.
Bullshit. Well, he would have been up on the corner black like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like it is. And if you don't know, then you don't know. So I'm like, shit,
he
bro.
already told you. He already told you he ain't fucking with that toy time.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with that, man.
Man, I see, man. I see what you mean that.
Hey, but
And
listen.
you the same way. You the same
Man,
way.
I come with peace and love. Peace and love. Y'all motherfuckers just be coming hard. Y'all make a nigga want to get bad and shit. Y'all
So how did Amen witness
Black cat.
the beginning of the creation of God? How did he do
I don't
that?
know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. You explain. What do you think? I want to know. I want to know what you think, Eric.
He just said it.
I just-
I ain't hear him. I want him to explain it again for the viewers who didn't understand. Cause you speak in
Don't
layman's
give a
terms.
damn about the viewers. You
Like
want to
that.
understand.
Like that.
Think he's slick.
Keep it
I
up 1,000, boy. I got you back. I got
Yeah,
you
man.
back.
I'm just saying. Can you explain it to me one more time? Dead ass.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I'll refer you to
Come
the
on, man. Look at him. See what I'm saying? Look at him. I refuse to. Go read a book, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, boy. Look, man.
Hey,
Sankofa
let him give you the
180.
answer, man. Let him give you the answer, man.
Sankofa 180, no joke.
Hey, Gerald.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this right here, King. I mean, how does that how does that happen, man? How does somebody witness the creation of God?
Having knowledge of cosmology, as I've been saying earlier, it's some things always prior to the creation of a God. Unless that God is trying to say that it's eternal, it's connecting back to those primordial waters. I'm trying to go back in Genesis and see.
Right. That's
Yeah.
that's where we need to be, right there. The
Yeah.
primordial waters.
But again,
noon.
once
That's
you
where we
get
need to be, noon.
right. So when the primordial waters are called noon on one level, then they got a school of thought that breaks what noon is.
Queen.
And that's where you get that almanac, Kukat, noon, and Hukat. Them 8
Right.
that we were talking about the other day.
Right.
Hey, even in martial arts, Gerald, not to cut you off, Bruce Lee speaks on that too, man. He speaks on, being like water, being like noon.
Right.
Yeah.
So one has to have an understanding of that knowledge to break that code right there. If you don't have a knowledge of that it makes no sense to you. You're just saying something. But once you have a concept of, okay, almond, that's a kinetic word. Let me go back into what they're talking about from Kemet, the source. Let me understand what the source talked about it. And that's what makes you break the code. But that takes study, that takes comparative, it's a whole bunch of hidden work that's gonna go into you to be able to break that code. Or sometimes you can come across somebody who broke it, and while you're studying, they tell you the code, But that's the way I would look at it.
Maybe we can link up, bro, and you can teach me the code. And then you could teach me what books to get to start off and all that. And then I could.
Hey, Eric done already told you the books, man. Go play
Shut
it.
up, man. Why don't you shut up, huh? Why don't you just shut up?
Why you need somebody else to tell you, man? You pussing, man.
He wants somebody to be nice to him. He wants somebody to be nice to him.
I need somebody who's going to take the time to understand, to be patient and teach a Negro some shit instead of just stay
Eric.
Just stay hitting
the link. Just always hit the link.
Splash this mess. Get out of here.
Get that nigga a blanket in the pamper, man.
Man, fuck that shit.
Just keep hitting the link, King. That's all you gotta do. Just keep hitting the link.
No link, man. Look, you talking about this is growing and connected, man, and all that. So I'm connecting with King Gerald right there. And like I said, man, we can link up and you can get me on some books to start me on a beginner's process into learning about all the stuff that y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So they just gonna throw the shit at me. Read the book. Man, whatever, man. Yeah, I see it. That's all right. But at least I'ma learn. I'm
fucking with you, man. It's all good, man. You know, I'm just playing with you, man.
Yeah, I know you are. But yeah, real talk, Joe. I would appreciate if you could do that, man. Because it seems like this is the key to it, and I would like to have the keys, man. So if you want to do that, man, we could take some time and link up, and you just throw me some books. And
Okay.
I'll start from there, man. Yeah.
Gary getting mad at me because I ain't being because man, fuck y'all, man.
Fuck you. Yeah.
I told him to quit picking on you.
Don't worry, you ain't got to tell him that, Kerry. Just hit his ass. Don't tell him nothing. Just hit him. Shit.
He want to resort to violence now.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Hit his ass. As soon as he
Damn.
walk past you, Kerry, hit him in his knee. Yeah.
Hey, but listen, man. Hey, but
What?
listen, man. I'll tell you what. Hey, this was a good bill, King. I mean, a little short one, man. I ain't wanted to be long and crazy, but here, baby.
Shit was crazy enough.
So my question is, how you gonna connect with it with Gerald then?
He gonna message me and we're gonna chop it up and
Why you gotta
you
message you? Why don't you message him?
know.
And how you gonna message him without being on
Because
Facebook?
he's the
Without
teacher,
connecting to
bro.
him on Facebook?
He's the teacher. We connect on Facebook. We can connect.
But
on
that's
Facebook.
all I'm saying, man. Just get the format down, get the process ready, and so you can connect for real though.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. With your bald-headed
That's what
black
I'm
ass.
talking about. I'm just saying, get it stabilized, man. That's all I'm
It
saying.
is stabilized. It will be stabilized. He's the teacher. I'm the fucking student, and he gonna know what he's gonna send me. So it'll start. Like I said, we grown ass man. We can handle this all. I do appreciate the walkthrough, but yeah,
You don't look like you can handle it. I'm
I
just
handled
helping
it,
you,
didn't
man. We'll see.
I handled it, didn't I?
We got
I
you,
handled it, man. That's why you got 2 more gray hairs under your chin. I see.
Hey,
2 more.
hey, listen,
Two.
man. So,
Yeah, man.
I'm glad everybody came, man. Showed up. Eric, I'm glad your vacation went good, man. I seen that big ass fish, boy. I was like, yeah, I know he doing it, boy. He in heaven right now, man.
What's the best fish you caught?
Huh?
What was the best fish you caught?
Well, down there,
Yeah.
that was the biggest one. That was the largest one. That was about a 7-pounder.
Yeah, that joint was big, man.
Yeah, but I
That
put that
joint.
one back in the pond. That's my great aunt and uncle's pond. So I was just fishing on the private pond, but I threw that one back. But I brought some in to cook, some smaller ones.
Yeah.
It's about 2-pounders.
Right.
Hey, Eric, man. Hey, Eric, when I read the book on fishing, man, I'm going to come and go fishing with you, all right?
That's what's up.
Don't go unless you got the book.
Hey, but listen, man. Hey,
Hey,
I
I told him don't come unless he read the book.
hey, I appreciate y'all coming, man. But hey, so it's set, man. The brother gonna do he gonna do the presentation on the 20th. So what we got open?
So there again, Gerald, let's get together again so we can tap that in all the way. So you can know how to do it all the way, man. Let's do it a few more times, and so you can have it locked in. And so we still got the 13th and the last week of the month open. And
13th.
the 13th and the last week of the month. So
Hey, all right. Hey, Prince, you want to do something this month, or you want to chill
Hell
out?
yeah, bro. Hell yeah, I'm going to do something. I'm going to read a
don't be
book, bro.
overcommitting, man. You in limbo a little bit, man. Don't be overcommitting.
Hey, I'm going to read a book. Right, that's going to be my whole segment, reading the book. So they know I can read a book.
Good player, man. Good
Yeah,
player.
that. Nah, fuck that, man. I'm reading a book on my presentation. It's gonna
So
be.
you gonna be ready for one or what?
Yeah, man. I was ready Sunday. I told you what happened.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
then.
All right. So
Next.
listen, man. Okay. So
So
listen,
you
man.
you want the 13th or you want the 11th?
Figure that out, man. Y'all get that
The
together.
13th.
Okay, you got the 13th then.
You got the 13th. Okay. And then what? And then we got the 31st. You said,
Say that again.
You said we got the 31st left open now.
I don't know if it's the 31st, but it's the last week of the month.
Last week. I mean, you want it?
No, you take it.
All right. I'll take the 13th.
No.
No, the 30th. I'll take the. Huh?
Prince is taking the 13th.
Yeah, I said the 30th. I'm sorry. Yeah, the last week. I'll take the last week.
Okay.
That
All right.
right?
Then,
So
Yeah,
you
and then
ain't did, so you ain't did one though, King. No, you gotta take that
I
one.
just did one.
Yeah, he did. He did that one
Oh,
last week.
oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So you
No,
know,
no,
I'm locked and loaded, man. I'm ready. And I
you,
just did last week.
Yeah, man.
you shit, man.
Pause, no, pause,
We all
no, you
did
don't
that one.
remember? You don't remember?
We did last week. We
You
did
don't
last.
remember? You
Yeah,
don't
So
so
you
you,
remember?
can wait. You know, I'm ready anytime, man.
so
Yeah.
why don't
So
you do it on the 30th, man?
no, you do the 30th. I'll do the second week of the next month.
All right, so you feel
Unless
it,
Eric,
yeah, huh?
unless Eric
All right.
decides that one works for him. And we can figure that out along the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, bad man. All right, man.
I'll be prepared to do the second week of next month. Unless Eric want to do something, then but Eric whenever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the
And
Prince
then
got so
Gerald, you can jump in anytime. Just because you done one, don't mean you can't do two. You know what I mean? You can jump in anytime. Yeah, well, as I'm locked and loaded anytime. Jamie is too.
well, you know,
Come on,
I
locked
had to
and
put some
loaded,
shit
man.
together, man. But
I'm locked and loaded.
Well, we
So
all
Hey,
got to
crazy,
put shit
man.
together, man. You know, so
I know I gotta put something together. I would have to put it together. I couldn't. But yeah, and hey, so
you want
look,
to do the 30th together?
I don't care. I
You
don't
know,
care how you want to do it, man.
cause Unc always locked and loaded. Cause Unc locked and loaded. He ready.
Hey, so Prince got the 13th. Gerald got
Man,
the 20th,
Then
and
we'll
then
decide on the 30th.
all right, then we'll figure something out on 30th. All right, okay, all right, King. So yeah, we can be covered, man. And then somebody gonna read for that Sunday.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Hey man, hey, I appreciate y'all family. Hey, thanks for joining. Don't forget we got the children's book read coming up next Sunday, right, fam?
Yeah, exactly.
Next Sunday. We got the this coming up Sunday right now.
I just sent you a
we
message
got
too, Gerald.
Okay.
we got the children's book read coming. My grandson Nino is reading. And we just want you to join, fam. It's real important, you know, that we keep this history going. Damn, man, I'm tripping. Sorry, family. Hey, but you know, yeah, just you know, just join up, man. Get the grandkids, cousins, nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters, man. You know, the kids, get the babies, man, together, man, and we can you know, we get that children's book read. Put your child's name in the chat. We'll do a spin. We'll do it. You know, we'll do a spin. We got a little spin wheel. We spin the wheel, and if you win the book, we mail the
What?
book directly to you free of
Bro.
charge.
Bro,
All right.
I have never seen the spin wheel.
You
Where
ain't never
is
seen
it?
it.
Show up.
No.
Show
Hey,
up.
see, yeah, you be missing the good
Yo,
shows, man. You
I'll
be
be
missing some
there,
good
yo.
shows, King.
You lying
You be
like
missing some good
shit,
shit.
yo.
You be missing some good
Bullshit,
shit.
bro. I heard baby girl do hers, and I heard your son do his. So don't give me that shit. And I ain't never seen no spin wheel.
You did too, because you did too. You seen the first spin wheel because I put Prince
spit
on
the
there and
wheel?
you thought it was you.
Who spit the
You know,
wheel?
when it was a little kid Prince.
Who spit the
Yeah,
wheel?
that's right. He sure did, man. Look,
I would
Yeah.
like to
cut
see
it out,
this
man.
wheel right now. Let me
Hey,
see the
anyway,
wheel.
hey, listen, man. So
I
listen,
want to see
family.
the wheel.
So
I
you
want
win
to
the
see
free
it.
book. It don't cost you nothing. And we thanks for joining, King. Hey, y'all close out, man. Go and close out.
Ah, shit.
Hey, send Prince a doctor, man.
Yeah,
Hey
close
man,
out,
just
King.
big ups to the panel. Thank you for
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Hell yeah.
You know, especially the scholars, man. Thank you for your patience, your tolerance, and your willingness to teach and share with us, man. Because you know we all learn, man. And so you know, Chris and I was hoping that Chris and Raven would be on. So you know, peace to because I'm gonna send this to Chris and Raven. You know, peace to you, and then once again, you know, peace and good healing to Queen Yamai.
Peace.
And I want to say thank you to our queens, man. You know, and give up the time that we spend on this, man. You know, you got to give thanks to the queens, man, as well. So, big ups.
And that's right, man. Thanks. Hey, man, we definitely gotta big up to Queens, man. We gotta raise them up, King, lift them. Hey, uh, uh, Gerald, you want to close us out, King?
I'm good. It was good to be here. You know, whenever y'all ready to do it again, ready to build. If I'm, you know, I'm always up for a good build. Hopefully that we.
Hey, whenever any man, whenever you guys get someone that, if you know I'm on your heart or anytime, man, while you thinking or studying or remembering, hit me up, man, and just let me know, something that I can do or look at or whatever, man. Whatever's on you, man. Cause I gotta stay up on game on Prince, man.
Hey, and Eric, hey, you wanna close us out? You wanna close out, King?
Well, again, man, thanks for inviting me, man. I'm always willing to share and learn. So let's keep it going.
All right, sweet, man. And last but not least, we gotta yeah, Monkey Mouth. No, I'm
Bye
just
bye.
kidding.
We
Hey,
gone. We out. We out. We out.
hey, no, hey, all
Yo,
right,
I want
yeah,
to
go
give
close out,
shout
King.
out, big up shout out to my man King Gerald. Booyaka for being a teacher, a scholar, and taking the time and being patient with a rebellious student who he had to reach. I also want to give a booyaka shout out to Eric for being the booyaka big head man today. Yeah, you're big head man today. Yeah, no, real talk though. I really appreciate you, Eric, man. I respect you, bro. I love the knowledge, man. You just hard as nails, and I gotta appreciate that, man. I sit back and suck it up later, like he was right, So, but I appreciate everything. I don't want you to think that I just be trying to not understand what you're saying or just go against it. I just be trying to understand it. You understand? So sometimes you go way up on the spectrum, and I'm still way down here, and I think you need to just sometimes like think about that. I mean, not that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fool. But anyway, you just the butt head all day, every day. But I love you, man. I do. You a coon head, little rascal. And Jamie, boo wop bop, ski mop head boy, what that? I love Sankofa 180. You boys are hard as shit on me, man. But I keep coming back. I don't know why. But I'm learning every time I get here. Peace and